Greetings, everybody. This is an introduction to the series. I have to comment some things before we get started, so that so that you can follow along with me if you'd like to join me in this journey. I have a certification in Java from Mosh Hamadadi. I already did the full Ultimate Java course, but I decided to read the book that's on screen, Java, the Complete Reference 12th Edition by Herbert Schildt, so that I could go beyond the scope of the Ultimate Java course from Mosh Hamadadi, which, by the way, is amazing. It covers really advanced stuff. Um, but this is a complete reference of the Java language. And as I came across this book, I found that it gives you just some slight insights uh, that maybe you may not find in some videos online and so on. And so I decided to go to the whole book so that I could really go as deep as I could into the Java language before I start building large projects on my own for, um, to present them during interviews and so on. And to get as acquainted with the language as much as possible before I start applying for jobs. That being said, um, these videos that I'm going to upload first are not from the beginning of the book. Even though I read the beginning of the book, I decided to start uploading um, past the preface and so on. So if you like to follow along, I suggest you first read these sections of the book. Okay, so on the screen we have the PDF for the book. I have it in physical format and I have it in digital format. In fact, okay, so I'll show you because it's actually right here. I strongly suggest you buy it. Strongly suggest you buy it. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, and now let's go back to this. Okay, so now this is the Complete Reference 12th Edition Java by Herbert Schildt. Okay, and so I went through the preface. Great information in it. I strongly suggest you read it. And then jump into the part one, the history and evolution of the Java language. It gives some great tips as to how and why the Java language was developed. Similar languages and some that were used as basis for the Java language. The story of the actual creation and its connection to C#. It goes a little bit into applets, security, the concept of portability, and then it explains bytecode and how it helps with these other concepts that the book is introducing you to. Okay. And it just covers a pretty detailed history of the Java language without being overextensive. So I strongly suggest you read through this. Then he explains some of the buzzwords that you'll hear around Java conversation, within a Java conversation, object-oriented, how it is robust, how it handles multi-threading, architect neutral, interpretation of high performance distribution, how it is dynamic, and finally its over the years evolution and how it's brought innovations to the programming culture. It's really pretty good book. Then on chapter 2 it starts explaining some of the foundations of Java, some of the pillars like object-oriented programming, some of the paradigms around it, Okay. Oh, scrolling past the section here. Okay. Then it helps you with a simple program. And here's another reason why I started reading the book. Okay. I'm gonna make this a little larger. It uses the terminal. Okay. These programs you're meant to write them in the terminal. I never wrote a program in the terminal before, so I decided that I needed to learn this, and this was a great opportunity for me to do. And therefore, I started using the terminal to write the programs from the very beginning. And I've learned quite a lot of new skills. Those simple, they've got me excited about the future, and going deeper into using shells and terminal emulators, and just reducing the software clutter that's usually associated um, with programming. So I feel really good about this. In fact, when I started, I had my IDEs open, included the JetBrains IDE, and I closed them because I realized that everything this book teaches I will probably be able to do just in the terminal. And I'm just learning so much. Also, the book gives you some tips, like they seem like insider tips that go beyond what online videos teach you, and about the use of some of Java language features, which are not that obvious. And so it has been a really enriching experience to go through this book. And this is why I suggest that you, before you got the videos of the lessons that I'm already uh, exploring, that you do this first and read all of these sections of the book, so that you can catch up before you start following my videos. Okay. Um, so it starts explaining some of the different parts of a program, uh, the compilation unit. Then it starts describing the program to explain to you the parts. Gives you another short example here. And then it goes into the tools of the mechanics of the language as he explains it to you. And it just gets you going without you even realizing you're already looking at the different kind of statements and tools that the Java language is equipped with. And by the time you hit chapter 3, you're already on the, involved with the Java language. It's really, really good stuff that he shows you, and that he goes over, that is going to make you feel like so aware as you're developing the programs that he's gonna use as an example. It's amazing how good you feel about it. I feel so good. Even though I already went through, I have the Java certification, I feel like I'm learning new things even from the basic with this thing. So I strongly suggest that you first go through this chapter all the way through to chapter 3. I am through the section for, let's see, integers. I already went through it. Let's see. Okay. And floating points. Let's see. Okay. This is really good stuff that he shows. Okay. Booleans. And then he goes explaining literals, giving you those inside tips that I mentioned before, those really insightful details. It's really not just entertaining stuff, but really useful stuff that you will use. This is not like outlying, statistically outlying details, like this is stuff that you are going to keep in mind. because it's gonna make you feel more of an expert knowing these things about the language, and as you code, they will always come back to your mind. So you'll always have them present. And so this is where I am, the scope and lifetime of variables. And the next, let me take a look here. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Scope and lifetime of variables. Okay, I have to, let me make sure that I have, oh, continue scrolling, I'm sorry. There we go. So there's page 50. I am on page 51. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Okay. Doing the last program that I coded is that lifetime, which if you see, let me see, I think I have it here. Yeah, right there. If you see, right in the in this line right here, I'm highlighting. That's the name of the program right there. And this is actually the result of that program after I compiled it and fixed some issues. Which, by the way, I gotta say, this thing taught me to use Nano, which is the editor within the terminal or the command line for the Mac OS. I'm on a Mac OS. I imagine the Windows has the same as far as editor within the terminal or the command line. And I'm telling you, this is something special using it. It is something special. I feel great about it. These are the programs that I coded as I save them in my Finder. And let me tell you, such a journey, such a great journey going through it. So you can see here the same thing as the results on my terminal right here, right on the bottom. And this is the next program that I'm gonna code here at this point. Okay, before I go into the type conversion. Okay, my next video, I should have like 3 videos or something like that at this moment. And my next video is gonna be about type conversion. So, welcome, and let's follow them. Let's learn, and let's go. Peace.